You choose a linen shirt, lightweight chinos, and a clean pair of white sneakers. Every piece has been marketed as a smart summer choice, and yet, when you look in the mirror, something still feels wrong. The outfit looks heavier, sharper, or less natural than you expected. That does not mean you lack taste, and it does not mean you need a more expensive wardrobe. In many cases, the problem is simply that you bought the right idea in the wrong version. Today, we are looking at 10 popular summer items that are often sold as elegant, but quietly work against balance, comfort, and natural style, and what to choose instead. Part 2. When accessories become the outfit. Number 10. Polished chrome sunglasses with mirrored lenses. These sunglasses are everywhere in summer. They are sold as modern, confident, and expensive looking. And under controlled lighting, they can photograph very well. But outside, in direct sunlight, the effect changes. Polished chrome reflects everything around it. Mirrored lenses add even more brightness. The glasses become the most noticeable object on the face, often before anyone sees the man wearing them. That creates a problem when the rest of the outfit is built from soft summer materials. Linen, washed cotton, suede, and lightweight wool have quiet, matte surfaces. Chrome and mirrored glass belong to a colder, more technical visual world. Instead of completing the outfit, they interrupt it. The better choice is not necessarily a smaller or more expensive frame, it is a quieter one. Deep tortoiseshell acetate, brushed metal, or warm brown frames sit more naturally beside linen and cotton. Green, brown, or gray lenses protect the eyes without turning the center of the face into a reflective surface. A good pair of sunglasses should frame the face. It should not compete with it. And that same principle becomes even more important with the next item, because this one does not sit in the middle of the face. It surrounds the entire head. Number 9. The oversized straw rancher hat. The wide, flat-brimmed straw hat has become a familiar image in resort advertising. It suggests confidence, leisure, and a certain kind of effortless summer lifestyle. But many of the versions now being sold are too stiff, too wide, and too visually dominant. Instead of supporting the face, the brim overwhelms it. Instead of making the shoulders look broader and more balanced, the hat can make the head appear disconnected from the body. What should feel relaxed begins to look like a costume chosen for a photograph. This becomes more noticeable on a mature man, not because he should avoid expressive clothing, but because proportion matters more than novelty. A softer Panama-style hat with a moderate brim usually works better. The crown should suit the width of the face. The brim should provide shade without extending so far that it becomes the first thing people notice. The weave does not need to be rare or extremely expensive. What matters is flexibility, proportion, and the way the hat frames the wearer. The right summer accessory completes the man. The wrong one asks the man to disappear behind it. Part 3. When small details break the illusion. Number 8. The no-show sock that shows. The sockless loafer has become one of the most familiar summer combinations. It looks light, relaxed, and appropriate when the weather is warm. But most men are not actually going without socks. They are wearing a no-show liner, and that is where the problem begins. Over the course of a morning, the liner often shifts. The heel slips, the fabric bunches, and eventually, a thin edge appears above the opening of the shoe. It may seem like a small detail, but the eye notices it immediately. The outfit was meant to look clean and effortless. Instead, that narrow strip of elastic reveals the mechanism behind the effect. The illusion disappears, and the loafer suddenly looks less refined. This does not mean every man should wear shoes without socks. Comfort and foot health matter more than creating a particular image. The practical solution is simple. Choose a liner cut low enough for the shoe, with a secure heel grip and the correct size. If it still appears, use a very thin dress sock in cream, tan, brown, or a color close to the trousers. The sock should continue the line of the leg, not interrupt it. Good summer dressing does not hide practical needs. It handles them quietly. And the next item creates a similar interruption, only this time the problem appears at the opposite end of the body. Number 7. Stark white leather sneakers with summer tailoring. A white sneaker can look clean and modern. That is exactly why it has become the standard recommendation with linen trousers, lightweight jackets, and casual summer suits. But there is a difference between soft white and bright white. Under strong summer sunlight, polished white leather and a thick white sole can become the brightest part of the entire outfit. The eye moves directly to the feet before it notices the shirt, the jacket, or the line of the trousers. This is especially noticeable when the rest of the clothing is built from muted colors, such as sand, cream, olive, tobacco, or pale blue. The sneaker does not complete the palette, it breaks away from it. The issue is not that a mature man should avoid sneakers. The issue is contrast, shine, and visual weight. A cream canvas tennis shoe, an off-white leather sneaker with a slim tonal sole, or a dark brown suede loafer usually works more naturally. These shoes sit within the same quiet color family as summer fabrics. They support the silhouette instead of pulling attention away from it. A good summer shoe should ground the outfit. It should not look like the outfit ends in two bright white exclamation marks. Part 4. When comfort loses its structure. Number 6. The fully elasticated drawstring waistband. Linen drawstring trousers can be an excellent summer choice. They are light, comfortable, and easy to wear for long periods. The problem is not the drawstring. It is the fully gathered waistband that bunches across the entire front. Those small folds create a series of horizontal lines directly around the midsection. Instead of giving the waist a clean shape, they make it look softer and less defined. Once a shirt is tucked in, the effect becomes even more obvious. The front of the trousers loses its structure, and the entire outfit begins to resemble loungewear. This is especially unhelpful for a mature man who wants comfort without drawing more attention to the waist. The better version looks almost like a traditional tailored trouser from the front. It has a flat waistband, a clean closure, and perhaps one or two soft pleats. Any elastic is hidden at the sides or across the back. You still get room to move, sit, and relax, but the mechanism creating that comfort is no longer on display. The best comfort is often the kind you can feel without everyone else having to see it, and that leads naturally to another summer promise that sounds practical, but often creates the wrong visual effect. Number 5. Performance stretch linen and technical chinos. These trousers and shirts are usually sold with a familiar list of benefits: wrinkle resistance, stretch, quick drying, and easy travel. Some blends can be useful, but when too much polyester or elastane is added, the fabric often begins to look different from the natural material it is trying to imitate. Under store lighting, that difference may be difficult to notice. Outside, in direct sunlight, it becomes clearer. The surface can develop a faint synthetic shine. The fabric may cling rather than drape. The folds can look sharp and artificial instead of soft and natural. And when the body moves, the material sometimes gives off the slight tension and stiffness of activewear. Real linen will crease. Good cotton will soften. Neither will remain perfectly smooth throughout a hot day. That is not always a failure. A gentle, natural crease can make summer clothing look more relaxed and lived in. It shows that the fabric is moving with the body instead of being held in place by synthetic stretch. Before buying, take the garment near natural light. Move the fabric in your hand. Check whether it falls softly or snaps back like sportswear. A summer garment does not become elegant simply because it refuses to wrinkle. Sometimes the effort to remain perfectly smooth is exactly what makes it look less natural. Part 5. When the right pieces are built the wrong way. Number 4. A piqué polo worn under a sport coat. A polo under a lightweight jacket can be an excellent summer combination. It feels less formal than a dress shirt, but still looks considered. The problem begins with the standard piqué polo. Its rough, honeycomb surface creates friction against the inside of the jacket. As the body moves, the polo does not slide freely. It catches, bunches across the chest, and pulls the jacket slightly out of position. The result is subtle but visible. The lapels do not sit as cleanly. The chest looks restless. The jacket appears to be fighting the layer underneath it. Most people will not identify the fabric as the problem. They will simply feel that the upper body looks less composed than it should. A fine-gauge knitted polo works differently. Smooth cotton, soak cotton, or a lightweight cotton blend moves easily beneath the jacket. The fabric stays close to the body without clinging, and the jacket can drape as it was designed to. When trying this combination, do not judge it while standing still. Button the jacket, reach forward, sit down, then stand again. If the polo gathers across the chest or pulls the jacket upward, the two pieces are not working together. A good layer should support the garment above it, not make that garment struggle. Number 3. Low-rise, slim-cut chino shorts. These shorts are often sold as clean, modern, and flattering, but three design choices can quietly work against the proportions of a mature man. The first is the low-rise. When the waistband sits below the natural waist, the legs appear shorter and the torso appears longer. The body looks divided at a less balanced point. The second is the narrow leg. A slim opening can create tension across the thigh, restrict movement, and make the shorts feel warmer than they need to be. The third is the length. When the hem stops at the widest part of the thigh, the lower leg can appear thinner, leaving the entire silhouette slightly top-heavy. This is not a judgment about the shape of your legs. It is simply a question of where the garment places its lines. A better pair sits closer to the natural waist, allows more room through the thigh, and falls cleanly without gripping the body. A soft pleat can add comfort without making the shorts look formal. The goal is not to wear something younger. The goal is to choose a shape that gives the body better balance and enough space to move naturally in the heat. Part 6. When small details reveal the whole garment. Number 2. A linen shirt with glossy plastic buttons. A linen shirt is one of the most reliable summer garments a man can own. It is light, breathable, and naturally relaxed. But many inexpensive versions include one detail that immediately works against the fabric: dark, glossy plastic buttons. Linen has a dry, matte surface. It absorbs light and develops soft, irregular creases as it moves. A shiny plastic button behaves in the opposite way. It catches the sun, reflects it sharply, and creates a small artificial highlight down the entire front of the shirt. One button may seem unimportant, but a full row repeats the same contrast from the collar to the waist. The shirt may be made from good fabric, yet the buttons make it feel less considered. A better choice is pale mother-of-pearl, matte carozzo, or lightly finished horn. Even a simple plastic button can work if its color is quiet and its surface does not appear oily or overly polished. And this is one mistake that does not always require a new shirt. If the fit and fabric are good, replacing the buttons can improve the entire garment for very little cost. A well-made summer shirt should feel consistent from the largest piece of fabric to the smallest fastening. Number 1. The untucked business dress shirt. This is perhaps the most common mistake on the list because the intention behind it is completely reasonable. A man wants to look more relaxed. He already owns several good shirts, so he opens the collar, rolls the sleeves, and wears one untucked over chinos or shorts. But a formal dress shirt was built for a different purpose. It usually has a long, curved hem designed to stay inside the trousers. The fabric is often crisp and structured. The collar is made to sit beneath a jacket or tie. Worn untucked, that long hem pulls the eye downward. The sides hang lower over the hips, the legs appear shorter, and the shirt can look stiff around the waist instead of moving naturally with the body. The solution is not that every shirt must be tucked in. It is to choose a shirt designed to be worn out. Look for a straighter, shorter hem, softer construction, and fabrics such as lightweight linen, open weave cotton, or slub cotton. A camp collar, capri collar, or relaxed button-down will sit more naturally with shorts and casual trousers. A formal shirt worn carelessly does not become casual. A proper casual shirt is casual because every part of it was designed for that purpose. None of these 10 items is automatically bad, and owning one does not mean you lack style. The real issue is what each piece does once it meets summer light, natural fabric, and the proportions of the body. Good summer dressing should feel quiet. The clothes should move easily, the materials should belong together, and no single detail should demand more attention than the man wearing it. After 45, elegance is not about chasing every new trend or trying to appear younger. It is about knowing which choices create balance, comfort, and confidence, and which ones quietly work against them. You do not need to replace your entire wardrobe. Often, a softer color, a cleaner waistband, a better shirt length, or one small alteration is enough. Which item on this list surprised you most? Share your experience in the comments. If this approach to practical, mature style is useful to you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may find it helpful.